Coach Canup, I've been coaching 40 years, 12 at Sonora High, 10 at Calaveras, and 18 years at Central Catholic. It's to have something that nobody else has. You know, it's going to be a film room, a meeting room, nutrition, a little gaming center, a study hall for all students. And there couldn't be anybody better to name it after than Coach Glines. It's going to be beautiful. You know, he was a football coach, baseball, basketball. So when you pull in the parking lot, the front's going to look like the Gallows Center. You're going to walk in, there's going to be trophies and things, and it's just going to be, we're going to have, you know, it's one of a kind. Well, we have so many great things at this school. I mean, the softball complex, the Mark Gallo gym, look at this weight room. And that was an area that's just, I walk through every day going, why isn't these two buildings connected? And then, you know, I just said, why don't we connect them? And you know, Coach never, there's nothing named after Coach. And I go, he loved the locker room. He's always, I mean, when I first got here, he took care of that place. So now we're gonna have an entryway into the locker room into there, you know, and it can be used for tons of things, meeting areas. You know, when we have a football game, you know, classes can come in there and have socials. We can have the gridirons along with every sport, you know, doesn't matter what it is, can meet, can have little clinics. It's just going to be a nice area, ties everything together. And to be honest with you, it cleans up all them old containers that I hate seeing every day and the garbage thing. So it's going to be nice. When you pull up, it'll be a nice thing for a great school.
I'm Coach Mike Glines, and I coached at Central for 35 years. And I believe it was 21 in baseball and maybe 21 in football. I'm close, I could be off a year or two. But I also coached basketball for 3 years here, softball for 2 different times for probably a total of between 5 and 10 years. Coach Canupa invited me to have a beer, which is something he does quite often, and asked me for a donation. And I said, for what? And he said, well, we're going to name a building after you. And I said, oh, here we go again. But this building will afford the athletes, and you know, football's it's stressful everywhere, but here maybe a little more so, because every group that comes in, they're saying to them, so we don't want to be the group that doesn't win. We don't want to let the school down. And academics are tougher here than they are at a lot of places. And you've got to toe the line, you've got to be disciplined, organized, and you've got to keep the grades up. Also, just for team meetings and to hold mini clinics. When I say mini, M-I-N-I, that's a wonderful experience, and you can learn. I used to invite people down from other high schools just to pick their brain. You know, there's no patent in a football play. You can steal from anybody. It's going to benefit the entire community, not just the football program, but every athletic program and things that they want to do at the academic end also.
Hi, I'm Carter Meeks, class of 2026. I'm a junior, incoming senior, and I play running back in DB.
Hi guys, my name is Caden McHenry. I'm a quarterback at Central Catholic High School. I'm class of 2026.
Chase Perino, class of 26, Central Catholic High School, and I play wide receiver and safety.
I think it's important for us to have this at Central because not a lot of schools have this. That's like rare to find, and it's going to benefit for the students and athletes because it's going to give them a place to watch film. It's going to give them a place to study, eat, relax, chill with your teammates. If you're hurt, you're going to be in the athletic center most definitely.
I think it's important to have something like the athletic center here at Central because we're a really big football program school, big in sports. I think it would benefit just everything around us. It would make the incoming kids want to come here more, and it would really show them like who we are and create a family here at Central is a big thing. I think that will help like build more kids together because everybody's always going to be in there, whether it's your friends, teammates, classmates, teachers, like everybody's probably going to be in there. So yeah, it would help just relationships with everyone.
I mean, they're going to see the athletic center and be like, oh my gosh, Central Catholic is top notch for sure about this. And I really love it, and I think that most definitely should be implemented here at Central Catholic. One last thing I'd like to add is please get it in before I graduate for high school, because I would love to play Madden in there before practice or something and get good nutrition, so please implement it soon.
How can the Central Catholic community help to make this new athletic center a reality?
Well, all we got to do is give money. No, I mean, really, I'll be honest. We raised the bleachers, $500,000-600,000 to fix the bleachers, and we've raised money for the batting cages and the softball field. You know, and we just need people to help. And I've never seen more generous people than Central Catholic people. You know, people that come here have so much pride. And then we're naming after, you know, Coach Glines, who started this great tradition of football here. You know, I'm just trying to keep it going, but he got all the hard work he put in it, had great teams, and we're just trying to keep it where he had it. So we're hoping everybody's going to pitch in. You know, guys coached that he coached, some parents that are here tonight that I'm coaching because their kids or daughters can use it. So I'm excited. I think by the end of the night we're going to have enough money. So when you see this, make sure you give money. It's around $350,000. So basically, when this is airing, we'll be at the Rockin' with the Raiders, and we'll have a, you know, fund a need. And hopefully we get enough money. The Mark Gallo Memorial is donated $100,000 in matching funds, and that's 2-3 weeks away. So we hope we get that, and we should be, if we have a great night, we should be close. Probably 4 to 5 months to get permits and stuff. So we hope it's here by next year. That is our goal. Well, I think the new feature is going to be just a beautiful screen where we can sit and relax and watch film, not sitting in lockers for every sport. You know, you're going to have area. You know, it's going to have a gaming area like college where you know, we're hoping to get a couple couches. We got to design things, but have a couple Madden games, different games. You know, and then of course have drinks and nutrition stuff. You know, I know Coach Hill has them now up there. We got contacts, so now it'll be there. Kids that can just go in and grab one. And then, of course, a couple coaches' office and little areas. But it's going to be the center of attraction. You're going to have windows facing the JV baseball field, so you can sit in there and watch the game. You're going to have the front where you pull up in the parking lot now. It's going to, you know, have Coach Glines Student Athletic Center right when you pull in. So it's just going to be one of a kind.
You with me?
Yeah. How did you find out that the new athletic center would be named after you, and how did you feel yourself? I found out because Roger came and asked me for a donation. Yeah.
That's a good one, Coach.
So yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. What makes Central Catholic special? The tuition. My God. Yeah. I'll be okay. I'll wing it. I'll stumble. All right. Let's get it done. It's time to go have a brewski.